Good evening. I'm Jessica Hardhorn, and thank you so much for joining us on News Channel 3 Live at 6. Tonight, 2 men are now formally charged in the kidnapping of a mother and her 2 children. This happened earlier this week in Kalamazoo, and we now know one of the men is the woman's husband. News Channel 3's Tyler Brummett has the latest on these developments. Tyler?
Well, Jessica, both men appearing in district court today, and we want to take you through what we've learned. The 2 men face several felony charges after investigators say they kidnapped Doriesha Watts and her 2 children. And tonight we've obtained court documents showing what investigators say happened during another incident the day before the kidnapping. 29-year-old Deshawn Gladney and 32-year-old Jordan Watts arraigned Friday in the kidnapping of Doriesha Watts and her 2 children. Jordan Watts facing 7 felony charges, including 3 kidnapping-related charges, domestic violence, and resisting arrest. Meanwhile, the prosecutor's office charging Gladney with 4 felonies, 2 counts of fleeing a police officer. The 2 other charges, possession of cocaine and interfering with electronic communications.
All right, so Mr. Gladney, as I've stated earlier, you do have the right to remain silent. I would suggest that you exercise that right.
Gladney getting irritated, storming off before the hearing was done. Wednesday evening, KDPS asking for the public's help to find the mother and her children, saying they were last seen in the 1000 block of West Maple. They were found safe later that night. News Channel 3 obtaining probable cause paperwork for Gladney, which details an incident from the day before the kidnapping. The document says Doriesha Watts had a personal protection order against her husband, Jordan Watts.
Doriesha made complaints stating that the police has been threatening her, telling her that she needs to be against me, to coerce me to work with them against my brother.
So
I came in front of you last year, June.
Mr. Watts, hold on Mr. Watts, hold on 1 second before you continue.
According to the document, Doriesha told an officer Tuesday Jordan violated the order earlier that day when he confronted her in the Kalamazoo Library parking lot, forcing her into the passenger seat of her own vehicle. The document says Jordan told Doriesha he didn't want to shoot her and, quote, "don't make me hurt you in public."
And it was brought up on the record that I've always showed up to court. I have significant ties to the community.
Thank you, Mr. Watts.
The victim, the alleged victim, is saying that none of this ever happened. I mean,
Watts,
you know.
Yeah, I know. At this point, I would ask you to invoke the right to remain silent.
Investigators say in the court papers, Jordan Watts then told Gladney to drive the vehicle with Doriesha and her 2 kids inside. Police say they used surveillance video from the library to piece this all together.
That after the defendant was arrested on August 21st, we do have phone calls on August 22nd where he is still trying to contact the victim in this case. He is giving her number to individuals he is calling from the jail to have those individuals contact the victim and try to get her to not participate. The entire time that he had the victim in the car, it is alleged that he is telling her not to participate. He is making threats. He's threatening to put her to sleep. The victim in this case, as I've already mentioned, is in fear for her life here. At one point, she says that she does not want to end up like Heather.
Okay, so Jordan Watts was indicted last summer in a federal child sex crime case. Those charges were eventually dropped. His brother, Carlos Watts Jr., faces murder charges in the disappearance of his girlfriend, Heather Kelly. You'll remember Kelly, a mother of 8 children, went missing, and she still has not been found. Of course, we'll keep you updated on all of that. For now, live in studio, Tyler Brummett, News Channel 3.